All right, what's up, you guys? What's going on? It's Friday. What's happening? Got my little background music playing. Go ahead, shut that off. What's up, you guys? It's Friday, and like I promised you guys last week, I was going to get back on track with doing my Friday check-ins, checking in with you guys, dropping some nuggets, give you guys some information that's going to bring you value, so you can start making some money working from home. Now, one of the big questions I got from somebody in the group, which I feel like I did a poor job on explaining what my academy is, the Dream Builders Academy. I decided late last year that I was going to switch careers and do something new. Well, when I got into the whole foreclosures business, right, doing unclaimed funds and all this other great stuff, I started making good money, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to open up the doors and start mentoring people and teaching people how to start their own businesses, working for themselves at home. I've been doing it since 2020, in a different industry. I was doing nutrition and fitness coaching, and I did really well. What it did for me was it got me from having to slave away at a brick and mortar business, scrubbing toilets, begging people to come join my gym. I was able to work from home, as you guys can see. I'm in my office. I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I wanted to be able to be more helpful around the household for my spouse. So I had to come up with a solution to where I can continue working for myself from home. But at the same time, I was growing tired of the industry that I've been in for the last 4 years. So I learned how to do the whole, unclaimed funds, tax overages, mortgages. I learned how to do it, made some good money. I opened up an academy to get like-minded people, people like myself, in a group to where we can actually learn and grow from each other and create multiple streams of income. So here we are. I call it Dream Builders because I've always been a dreamer. I've always had these visions and stuff for myself, and I've always been too scared to go forth with my goals because I always doubted myself. I always try to do things a different way and try to be a trailblazer. But what I was doing was I was putting off my dreams. So I want to help other people who are sick and tired of living in a 9 to 5 job, who want to create a legacy for their children, like through real estate investing, creating income from home on a computer, or being armored with your cell phone, making money and not having to go work in a cubicle. So that's what the academy, that's like the origin story of the academy. So I never really wanted it to be something where I'm trying to teach like 1,000 people something. I always wanted just a good group of people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and change their lives, and they have to have a positive attitude. That's one of my criteria. You got to cut off, like you got to check off, is you got to be positive. You got to be positive and forward thinking. Like, that's the only way that you would work in the type of culture that I'm coaching. So with that said, what do we teach? Well, I primarily teach everyone how to find homes and how to either make money as a real estate investor or how to make money finding overages. Overages is basically a home gets foreclosed, it goes through an auction, people bid on the home, and then there's money left over, for the previous homeowner because the money belongs to that person. So we find that money and then we get in contact with the homeowner. And what we do is a service that we don't charge them anything out of pocket. We basically tell them we're going to process the claim for them and follow the claim all the way through. And once it's paid out, we get a percentage of that claim. I mean, you can earn it anywhere from a couple thousand to tens and $20,000 off of one deal. And the good thing is you create your own path income. You find these deals, you see how much money be worth to you, whether you're making 10% or 30% off of the deal, and then you decide to work that deal. So it pays very well. And I also do state funds where I find unclaimed property, unclaimed money that belong to people that people don't know about. I find those people and I let them know, like, hey, there's money out there that your state is withholding, and I can do all the work for you. You pay nothing out of pocket. I get a 10% or a 30% service fee, whatever I decide I want to charge them. And the money is really, really good. So you're probably thinking to yourself, like, okay, Joe, that's awesome. That's cool. So how does this real estate stuff work? Well, I'm in the business of foreclosures. Like, that's my primary focus is foreclosures. So I see homes that are about to go and get foreclosed on. We call them pre-foreclosures. And I find homes that are actually foreclosed upon and they're going through auction. Doesn't matter to me. All I know is these homes are in distress. The homeowners, for whatever reason, could not keep their homes, are struggling to keep up with their home. And I come in and I make a deal with these homeowners. I find them, I go through my little script, my procedures. I see if the home will make sense for me as an investor. And I go ahead and I make an offer. Sometimes it's next to nothing. Sometimes it's me just assuming their debt and they agree to vacate the premises. I take over the debt. I clear out the home. I rehab the home. And then I put the home back on the market for renters to come in and rent the home. And that's how I start making my money. And there's multiple ways you can make money through renters. We got Airbnb, VRBO, you got rent to own, you got, long-term renters. It just depends on like the location and where you want to be. But we teach all that stuff in our Dream Builders Academy, and it's important for people, especially if you're an entrepreneur. It's important to know, like a lot of people get sold on the sexy stuff, right? They get sold on the idea, like I'm going to be an investor. I get to show my family and friends I own multiple homes, and that's true, you do, and you're going to make a lot of money doing it. But see, where people really struggle is before all that stuff happens. They don't know how to set up their business. They don't know how to create, like their business structure. They're not tracking their funds. Like they're just all over the place with everything. And then come tax time, IRS murders them financially because they just didn't do it right in the first place. So you're stressed out and you're strung out because you didn't do your books and all that good stuff. So I help people build their business from the ground up. We have all like the software. It's a plug and play business. And literally I want my inner circle, people who are in my academy. You're not just a coaching client, you're also a partner. Like I want my partners to succeed. I want everyone to get paid. People, business owners, they don't even know about business grants that they're eligible for. There's so much money out there that falls to the wayside and expires, because not enough qualified business owners are applying. Most people qualify for grants just because of who you are. Do you realize you can name a multitude of reasons. There was a grant called the Fearless Grant. That was a grant for people who just happen to be a man. Most time men, complain because all, the grants are just for women, but that's not true. There's grants out there for men. There's grants out there for veterans, for prior police officers, firefighters. There's grants just because of who you are. There's grants for people if you're a minority. There's grants out there if you're a woman, if you're a nonprofit organization. So it doesn't necessarily have to be specific to the business that you own. That's another category in itself. But just because of who you are, who you wake up with, and the shell of a body that you wear every single day, you could apply and be in the category and be, approved for grants because of who you are, is all I'm saying. So we talk about these things in my group because I think it's important. I think that people need to know where to find money, because if you're not making money as a business, your business is going to fail. I see people all the time, doing these businesses. They get super excited. Next thing you know, here today, gone tomorrow. Why are they gone so quickly? It's because they don't know how to get funded. They don't know how to make money with their business. And what happens is their business bleeds dry before it ever takes off. They may have the best idea in the world. They may have like all the answers to everyone's problem. But at the end of the day, they're not making the money that they need and want because they never had the mentorship or the guidance that they need to be successful. And that's what we teach in our program. We teach that in the Dream Builders program. I think it's important for people to know that and have coaching because, again, you can try to figure out on your own. And I'm not saying you won't be successful doing it. A lot of people are. But most people need guidance. They need coaching. They need that person in their corner to help them. So if they go the wrong way, they take the wrong turn, or they just can't really figure out a solution to their problem, it's good to have someone in your corner that can help you with that. So I appreciate everyone like asking these questions and really wanting to like learn more about the academy. But that's what it is. It's just a culture of people who are like-minded, just like yourself, who don't want to work in a 9-to-5 job. They want to be able to, work from anywhere in the world with a cell phone or a laptop and able to make an income. They want to be able to make systems and processes to where they're making passive income on autopilot. So the real estate course, I always refer to it as, the rapid, real estate passive income course. But, we're going to create a name for it. It's going to be really cool. But the most important thing is you get to get a course and you get coaching along with it. And you get to find homes where you don't even have to come out of pocket any money. How awesome is that? How awesome is it to where you can get a home with $0 out of pocket? I mean, you can't find it anywhere. So that's why I think it's so important for people not to put off this legacy that you need to build for your children, the legacy you want to build for your family. Like this is so important, you guys. So, anyways, I really want to come on here today. I want to inspire you guys. And I wanted to share just real quick that the smallest part of this whole talk, my $20,000 accident. Okay, and this is something that, like, I was doing a training video for the people in my academy, and I came across something that was really cool. And I want to do a quick shared screen because I want to show you guys exactly how I did it in like less than like 2 minutes, right? So over here, I'm going to share my screen. So boom. So right here, I was just looking up a particular city. I was looking up San Diego County, right? So usually when I find these funds, San Diego, um, unclaimed funds, right? I just type in something generic like that. And a lot of times, like, Google will do the rest of the work for me. So I find something that looks like it might be, along the lines of what I'm looking for. And usually, like, it'll bring you to like something like this, right? It'll tell you everything you need to do, tell you about the individual business here, a third party, and it shows you what it is. And it shows you unclaimed money processing may take up 3 to 4 weeks. Please retain all copies, submit it for more information. So it tells you everything you need to do. This is me. I'm a recovering agency. I'm a third party. And all they want is a copy of the agreement between the agency and the claimant. That's all they want. And then after that, over here, it just tells you everything that you need. And again, I was on here, I was doing my business, I was looking around, and I happened to find a unclaimed estate, which basically is money that belonged to a person who died. And she died, and I saw that it belonged to another individual, which was her ex-husband. Well, her husband, the widower, right? So I tried to get a hold of him, and I found out that he also passed away. And then from there, I did some more research. I had to call relatives, and I had one young lady pick up, and she wasn't too happy to talk to me. And she said, that family has nothing to do with me. You might want to call somebody else. And I was like, well, who do you think would be a good person to call? She's like, well, call this guy. We'll just call him John, right? For this example, I don't want to disclose his actual name, but yeah, call John. So okay, got it. So I looked through my skip tracing. I looked through my software. I found his name. There's a couple guys with his name. I found one individual. I called him. The guy just happened to be a retired lawyer. And John was telling me, like, look, dude, yes, I know about this money. He was like, I know it's out there. I tried to apply for it. It didn't go through for whatever reasons. He's like, I'll be honest, I don't have the bandwidth to work this myself. So if you're willing to do it, I'll pay whatever your service fee is. By the way, how much do you charge? So we went through the whole, details about the service fee and all that good stuff. And I assured him I will not charge him anything if I don't successfully claim the funds. He was happy with that, and then he hired me. And so I went ahead, sent all the agreement forms over there to him. The guy was super happy. He filled them out right away, sent it to the county. Everything is being processed, and that's a $20,000 claim that I came across making a training video for my clients who are already like in my program. So I'm not saying that I'm just so lucky. I'm just saying that it's not hard to make this happen. It's not hard to start making money, making paydays that you otherwise would have to work overtime to do in another job, in a 9 to 5. Just do a little bit of work on your end. You can work for yourself. If you're going to work extra hours for yourself. Don't put it towards another corporation. And for the IRS to take anywhere from 30 to 40% of your paycheck, you might as well go ahead and put all that extra blood, sweat, and tears into your own business. Make your own money and get paid what you want to get paid. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So anyways, I want to give you guys just a little bit of inspiration, and I put my link, in the description. So if you guys are interested and you want to find out a little bit more about how you guys can do this, how you can get into real estate investing, and how you can learn more about unclaimed funds, it's all about being in the business of foreclosures and unclaimed funds. I mean, like, that's all we talk about. That's what we train in our program. Just go ahead, click on a link, watch the video I put in there, and book yourself a call with me. I don't do sales calls. That's just not my style. I just don't. You either, like, you're a good fit or you're not. Either you're willing to start your business and launch it with us, or you're not. It just is what it is. I don't believe in, pressure anybody to do anything that they want to do. At the end of the day, I love coaching. I love helping people. I love this industry because I don't have to run a bunch of ads. I don't have to spend a lot of money that I don't have, to try to advertise, and hopefully somebody will respond to my advertising. The government gives me all the information I need for free. Everything is free from the government. So why would I do anything else differently, right? So that's pretty much what I do in a nutshell. And I wanted to share that quick little story with you guys because I want to inspire you guys that you can leave your 9 to 5. You can start that new chapter in your life. You just have to have the courage to tell you, say yes, that you're worth it, and you will work hard enough to make your dreams come true. All right. So anyways, guys, that's my time. Speaking of coaching, I got a coaching call with my folks that I got to go ahead and jump on real quick. We're going to finish this week strong, and share some good news and see what kind of wins that my clients got. Hopefully, you guys get in line and join my academy, because I'm telling you guys right now, we are on fire. And once this real estate course, once it drops, you guys, it is going to be game over. Now, with that said, I will be honest. Once my real estate course is done with the editing and everything's available, the academy rate will raise, like almost double. It'll be almost double once the real estate course is there. So if you don't want to pay to double the rate, then come in now. Let's discuss it, and let me see if you're a good fit for my program. All right. See y'all later. Peace.